Oh, okay. So you're fairly. I've been here for 13 years, but I came from Florida.
Jamaica. Well,
Jamaica.
Fayetteville first.
Oh, okay.
And then I came up here.
I've had a few Jamaican passengers in the vehicle. The last guy, poor dude, it was right when the storms hit, and he had family down there, and he was able. There was a period where he wasn't able to get a hold of them, but then he was. But oh, he was so worried, man.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, it's fucking hurricanes, dude.
Yeah, there's still like no power in a whole bunch of places. My cousin, my brother, and my grandma, they still don't have any power or light. But it's coming back slowly. It's gonna take like maybe December for like the whole country.
No,
not the whole country. Definitely not the whole country. Majority have my power. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, there was even what did I see? It was either yesterday or day before. There was a plane, I think it was in Miami, it was a private plane that crashed, and I was like, they made the story of it because it was somebody who was donating their plane and their services, and they were taking all these supplies there to help the people. I felt so bad, man. I was like, fucking hey.
Even it's so sad, but it was a father and a daughter, and they were on a plane headed out to Jamaica to offer support and everything, and they crashed and died.
Ah, shit.
That was really bad.
Man.
That was very sad.
That sucks. Why does that gotta happen to good people, People going out of their way, to do some good, totally, for other people. Oh.
It's just really unfortunate.
It is. It's sad, but it's kind of inspirational for others, too, and hopefully that their legacy, this is. Honestly, if I ever get taken out in this world, whether it's, tomorrow or 20 years from now, I hope it's in a way that, I'm caught doing something good.
Yeah.
I'd like to go out that way.
That's a great way to go out.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're leaving like a message behind to inspiring others. That's really nice.
Exactly.
I really love how there's a lot of people offering support to Jamaica. There are a whole bunch of countries, El Salvador, even some famous people and everything. It's really good.
Nice. That's great to hear. That's so important. I mean, we got to take care of our own, our own people. The fucking governments and all ain't gonna do it. They're too busy wrapped up in politics and bullshit. We got to be here for each other. Yeah.
It's a good way to show unity between everybody. I love that.
It is, and it's what's really weird about it all is that a lot of people need like a situation like that to wake them up.
To realize that.
Yeah,
all
that
together, like it's a quick wake up call that you're not just by yourself.
Exactly.
You can't really be by yourself to live alone in this world.
That breaks down all the barriers. You forget about religion, you forget about politics, you forget about race. You just like, we're in this together. We need to move forward. We need to work towards it, and let's work together and get this shit accomplished.
They just need to start understanding that more. It doesn't need to take severe situations like a hurricane or anything to really understand what's going on.
It shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
Hopefully this is going to be a wake-up call. If not, hopefully it's a start.
Yeah, a little at a time. And I think that with the generations changing, my parents' generation, there was a lot of racist stuff back then. And obviously it's taken a while to get out of that system and all, and the old way of how people were thought, or at least the way they wanted them to think, and I think that's really a generational thing. And I think that, just progression over time, we slowly start to lose the prejudices and the biases, unless kids are being trained that way,
There are some.
Yeah.
There are some.
So, hopefully we just keep progressing, your younger generation like yourself and those that come thereafter you. We shouldn't be pissy about, what's going on. We're all human beings. We're all born by the same spirit, from what I like to say, Very much.
At some point it'll get better.
It will. It takes some good people to spread goodness, though, You really have to go out of your way sometimes to do some good shit. And just show people. A lot of people are surprised at me, when there was this one dude, like, for instance, who was shocked. I was down in Miami earlier this year in my other truck that now needs a whole new engine, which is why I'm in this. But this poor guy was stranded in the middle of I-95 in rush hour traffic. And I was like, fuck, I got a 4-wheel drive with a tow rope. I pulled up in front of him and I was like, dude, can you still steer? Can you brake? He's like, yeah. I was like, gonna get your ass off of this road, man. It's not safe for you. And he thought it was like the biggest thing in the world. And, you know, it was just, I was just helping somebody out.
Because people just, it's not common anymore. You know, they're like a good gesture. So it's just not common. There's not a lot of empaths in the world right now.
It's true.
It's not.
Very true.
So it's always surprising when somebody does nice things. You gotta be like, oh my gosh, what's the ulterior motive? What do they want?
Right, right. Is there something you want from me? What the heck? There wasn't anything. As a matter of fact, I was kind of, this is the way my thinking was. I was proud I was able to do that. When I got him over the side of the road, I felt like spiking a football down. They're like, fuck yeah, doing a victory dance. Right. But then as I left, I was like, damn, I should have left him one of my spliffs. You know, because I was like, he's got anxiety, he's got this. I was like, fuck, man, I wish I was a quicker thinker. You know, give him something to chill with while he's waiting for the tow truck and shit, you know? Yeah. And you know, hopefully he remembers those times. Yeah. And if a situation ever comes up where he can pay it back, you know, and he'll go, I remember that one dude, that one
like
time.
Gesture, always like a cycle she's going.
Yeah.
A good deed.
Exactly. You know, and it will be taken care of. I think that's everybody's biggest fear, is that they always have to think, oh, I'm against the world, it's just me.
Yeah.
And honestly enough, if you trust in God, or trust in the Spirit, or trust in the universe, whatever you want to call it, you will be provided for. It's not always going to be easy. Sometimes it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Right. But you know what? You're going to make it. You know, you're going to be taken care of, and you will have a fulfilling life, you know, as long as you just have a little faith. You know, that's the way I believe. You know, you gotta have just a little bit of faith. You know,
you gotta stick to your beliefs, stick to your faith, stick to your discipline, and just stay on it.
Yeah. You know, I mean, we're prone, we're humans, we make mistakes all the time, like this guy with all the shit coming out of the back of his truck right now. Son of a bitch. You know, but that's kind of the beauty of it. You can accept and acknowledge that and just say, you know, God, I'm full of mistakes, but, you know, I'd love to be a good guy and do what I can for other people, so just help me. You're going to get the help, man. Right. You know, you're going to get that help if that's what you truly desire, you know.
Can't do it all alone.
No, not at all. We need God's help, we need faith, but a lot also we need faith in ourselves. You know, because it's very easy for us to trust in other people and to trust in other things. But the self-doubt in yourself is one of your greatest enemies. You know, no, you can't do that. And I've been an entrepreneur through many different businesses, and many people always ask me, like, how were you able to do that? You know, why, you know, this and that. I was like, I just decided I would do it. And I had a basic game plan, but you have to adapt and you have to change to everything. And I was just trusting and that I was, even if I'd fuck up, I was gonna, you know, turn around and make it happen. But a lot of people are so in fear, they just can't even take the first step. Yeah. You know, and failure is part of the process of many things, man. Relationships, finances, this, that. If you don't fail, I don't think you're learning a whole hell of a lot.
Sure as well.
But we're taught that failure is a bad thing, you know? I think it needs to be embraced as, it's not a bad thing, it's just a fucking thing, you know? Get back on your horse and try again, you know? It's kind of like when you're a kid riding a bike. You ain't gonna learn how to ride a bike unless you take a couple spills, you know?
You gotta learn from the mistakes, just grow from them.
Yeah. And that's life, man. Such is life. There's no perfect way of doing it. You do it your own unique way, and God loves you for that. And yeah, just try not to be an asshole and do some good if you can.
I feel like I'm really getting that lesson now in my life. Like these past few months or so, I've been getting new lessons every day. Nice. More just feels like even this interaction right here is a new lesson again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been getting a whole bunch of lessons.
Absolutely. You know, there's God speaks to us, the Spirit speaks to us in many different ways. Yeah. You know, interactions throughout the day, certain things strike us. Sometimes thoughts in our own head, just like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, you got to be open and receptive, and that's the biggest key to it all. You know, and like I said, you'll be taken care of once you have faith that, you know, this is just life. Life is just a thing. We're meant to, you know, be here and enjoy all the experiences as much as we can. you know, and do what we can. And who knows, maybe we come back another time. I like to think that we do.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to do this over and over again, you know?
Like, what's another route I could take or so?
Yeah. You don't even know, man. It's like spin the wheel, you know? You might be a squirrel in the next life. Right. Shit! No, but you could be, I don't know, a descendant of Bob Marley or, you know, somebody famous or a family or just...
Anything. There's so much.
It's interesting. Those are the secrets of life that we don't know, we don't understand. We're not meant to understand. You're supposed to just worry about the here and now. You know, don't worry too far in the future. That's going to create anxiety. Don't worry too far in the back. That does the same thing, creates worry and concern.
What you can do at the moment.
Yes, exactly. Be reactionary to now. Yeah, good stuff.
Always learning something new.
Yeah, dude, that's the biggest key to everything. And I've always said I've never really specialized in anything in life, but I am such a jack of all trades because I find everything, a lot of things in life, let me say, fascinating, and I'd love to learn like you. I've done technical jobs, I've done customer service jobs, I've built computers when I've never had any computer knowledge to begin with. I worked on motorcycles when I was a kid. I just got into stuff.
You just like learning yourself, so you just watch, observe.
Yeah. Dude, I say I'm of the generation that the title should be "Fuck Around and Find Out," because we didn't, you know, if we broke something, oh well, but you know, you might learn something when you break something and pull it apart, you know. Sometimes you don't. Thankfully, I didn't break any of my dirt bikes or cars, but yeah, nobody formally taught me how to do stuff. You know, I just kind of figured it out. A lot of it's basic mechanics. The way you pull it apart is the way you put it back together again. You know, and I kind of go from that. I did replaced a friend's fan motor on their air conditioner a couple of weeks ago. Never done it before, but I just looked it up and I was like, oh, all I'm gonna do is undo that one, undo the plugs, this, that. Yeah, the same way it went in. It's like a piece of cake. I learned something from doing that. But you got to open yourself up too to learning, you know. Not everybody is that way.
I definitely want to learn some more stuff as well. I'm trying to learn, you know, definitely learn about myself more as well. But also things like, when it comes to like mechanics in a car, I definitely want to learn some more stuff about that, like an oil change. I want to learn how to do an oil change.
Yeah.
Or just like mainly the things in the front of a car, just maintaining that.
Save you money too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I taught my son how to change his oil on his Honda. The first thing I taught my son on his car when he got it at 17 was how to change a tire.
that always needs to be like the first one.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. And he's had to do it several times since. That was some good knowledge. Yeah, but you know, that's same here. When I was a kid, it was out of necessity. I didn't have a lot of money or anything. And, you know, I just was like buying vehicles that would last for 2 years, put a little money into it, and then it kicks the bucket and you buy another cheap vehicle. And so I was always fixing shit up, dude. I was always at like the junkyard pulling parts and putting them on my car. Yeah, it was an interesting time, that's for sure. It was fun though, and I learned a lot.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Always kept you busy too, you know, you're not just sitting around doing nothing. Always keep it being productive.
Yes, exactly. Keep that mind working. You know, they always said an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And I don't think the devil really has much involvement there. I think it's just really what we do when we're bored and we don't have enough to occupy us.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of getting in trouble. The kids got a lot of times on their hands. I know I did when I was younger. I got a lot of fucking trouble, man. A lot. I could have been so much more productive with my time. But, you're a kid.
Let me learn.
Exactly. You have any kids yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm only 19.
Oh, you're young. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're still a baby. My kids are older than you.
Yeah,
Holy mackerel.
I'm still on the start of it.
Nice. You got a great head on your shoulders though for further down the road. I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just want to start early, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say I don't know. I've been around, like I said, with the new opportunities and stuff. Like I've been around a lot of people, and it's just like they've been very eye opening. I don't know. I didn't realize it sooner or anything to it, but yeah.
That's cool, man. Hell yeah. I love it. I love that stuff. You gotta open yourself up to experiences, you know.
Just trying to save up some money right now to go my goal, get a car.
Oh, you'll get there. You know you will. Once you get, just like I told my kids, anything you want in life, whether it's now, whether it's later. Are we going to CVS here?
No, we're going.
Oh, okay, the next one.
Right there.
Dude, maybe I did pick you up before.
Because I don't know. There's something that seems familiar.
I remember being in here. I don't remember who I picked up or dropped off though, but maybe we did cross paths. But I would have remembered you were from Jamaica.
I would have remembered you too, because I don't know. We're conversing right now. I feel like we would have had a conversation before as well.
Yeah, because honestly, my Jamaican count just went to 5, so I'm like, you know, I'm like aware of that. You know, like this is how many. Just like I had some other people in my vehicle from Barbados. Am I going left here?
No, you can keep going straight. I think the gates might be closed, so we might just stop at the front gate office here.
I always remember like unique individuals from unique areas and all. Did you want me to drop you off here?
Right here,
okay. Gotcha.
So your name's Brian, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what was your name again?
Jadon.
Yes, I like that. My pleasure, my friend.
It was nice meeting you.
Blessings.
Hopefully I'll see you again.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And yeah, blessings for you and your family. Hope everybody is good and healthy and everything gets back to normal down there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was really great talking to you, though.
You too. You too.
I'm not gonna forget this time.
Thanks for making my day, brother. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.